Top 5 nuts you should eat to prevent nighttime urination. Dear friend, that healthy handful of nuts after dinner may be the quiet reason you're waking at 2-3 a.m. I'm Dr. Aman Arora, with 30 years of practice across the US and India, and I've seen this pattern again and again in elders. After 60, our bodies handle salt, fat, and fluids differently. A more sensitive bladder and nighttime kidney activity mean even a small snack can nudge you out of sleep. Tonight, I'll map a simple fix. 5 nuts and seeds that tend to calm the system, and 5 to save for daylight. On the helpful side, pumpkin seeds for prostate support, flaxseed to ease silent inflammation, sesame, TIL, for gentle hormonal balance, soaked almonds for steady energy, and poppy seed, couscous, for relaxation, best before sunset. And the skip after dusk list: cashews, heavy to digest, salted pistachios, melon seeds that cool the bladder, oily peanuts, and sugary trail mixes that pull water and irritate. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Mr. Mehta from Surat swapped late-night pistachios for a spoon of roasted sesame at 6 p.m. Now he sleeps till dawn. Tell me in the comments where you're watching from and what time you usually wake up. And don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell. Your better night's sleep could start this evening. Let me explain this gently and clearly. At night, your body relies on a brake hormone called vasopressin to tell the kidneys, slow down, let this person sleep. After 60, that brake often gets weaker. So even if you stop drinking after 7 p.m., the kidneys may keep filtering, making more urine than they used to. That's why many elders wake like clockwork around 2 a.m. Not because you overdrank, but because the night brake isn't as strong as before. The bladder also becomes more sensitive with age. When you were younger, it might wait until it held roughly 400-500 millimoles before sending an urgent signal. Now, it rings the bell earlier. Those tiny micro-alerts the brain could ignore at 30 become full wake-ups at 70. You're not weak. Your internal sensors are simply more alert. There's another quiet player: daytime legs swelling from long sitting. If you spend hours on a chair, fluid seeps into the lower legs. The moment you lie down, that fluid returns to the bloodstream, reaches the kidneys, and boom, the kidneys start a busy night shift. The fix is surprisingly simple: a short morning walk to wake up calf muscles, ankle pumps and toe raises every hour when seated, and 5 to 10 minutes of light movement in the late afternoon. These little circulation nudges reduce the flood that hits your kidneys after bedtime. Evening foods can poke the bladder too. Acidic tomatoes and pickles, citrus fruits, spicy chutneys, and, yes, late masala chai can all irritate a sensitive system. A small change helps. Move tea to around 5:30 p.m. and keep dinner mild and earlier. In Pune, Mrs. Kulkarni simply shifted her chai from 8:30 to 5:30 and swapped spicy chutney for a gentler curd dip. Within a week, her 2 a.m. wake-up became 4:30 a.m. Remember, this isn't just old age. It's mostly timing and routine. Check 4 habits. 1. When you drink water. 2. How late you eat dinner. 3. Whether naps push bedtime later. And 4. That just-in-case pee right before lights out. Ironically, frequent pre-bed trips can train the bladder to panic early. Instead, try a calm wind-down. Warm feet, a few slow breaths, and if an urge appears, wait a minute or 2 and then go. No rushing, no straining. Small, steady adjustments can lengthen your sleep, ease your mornings, and give you back that reassuring feeling. I'm in charge again. Let's start right now with 5 nuts that can help prevent nighttime urination. 1. Pumpkin seeds. Magnesium plus zinc for calm and prostate support. Think of these as a gentle night guard for your nerves and bladder. The sweet spot is 4:30 to 6 p.m., about 1 tablespoon, 10 to 12 g. sprinkled on curd or tossed over poha. Avoid after 7 p.m. because late fats and minerals can keep the kidneys busier at night. When Mr. Rao, 71 Nagpur, made this one change, pumpkin seeds at 5:30 and none after dusk, his 3 nightly trips fell away. Within 2 to 4 weeks, he slept straight till 4 a.m. most days. 2. Flaxseed, omega-3 plus lignans to soothe bladder lining. Whole flax just passes through. Grind it fine and start tiny. 1-2 teaspoon once or twice daily. 2 easy patterns, in the morning with warm water or around 6 p.m. mixed into dahi or khichdi. Skip after 8 p.m. to protect sleep. Store the ground powder airtight, away from heat and sunlight. It turns stale quickly. Mrs. Leela, 69 Jaipur, took her 1-2 TSP at 6 p.m. Within 10 days, she was stringing together 5 continuous hours of sleep, a first in months. 3. Sesame, TIL for kidney support, urinary comfort, and gentle hormone balance. Particularly kind during menopause or andropause, till can be your evening settler. Try 1-2 teaspoons of lightly roasted sesame with a pinch of jaggery in the late afternoon or early evening. Not late night. Auntie Lata, 67 Indore, used to wake 3 times. After a month of till and jaggery at 5:45 p.m., she now wakes once, and some nights not at all. If jaggery spikes your sugar, pair till with warm water or sprinkle over steamed veggies instead. 4. Almonds, natural melatonin plus steadying protein. Soak 2 to 3 almonds for 6-8 hours, peel and chew well. Have them at 6 and 7 p.m., early enough to digest, late enough to stabilize nighttime blood sugar. Many elders also feel warmer feet and fewer calf twinges with this routine. Master Devendra, 72 Lucknow, shifted from random munching to soaked almonds at 6:30 p.m. and a lighter dal sabzi dinner. Within 2 weeks, he was sleeping 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. before his first urge. 5. Poppy seed, couscous, for sheetal cooling and nervous system quiet. Ayurveda calls it sheetal, cooling to an over-alert bladder and frayed nerves. Dry roast, grind, and use 1-1 teaspoon a day. The most soothing ritual I teach. Whisk it into warm milk or warm nut milk. Around 7:38 p.m. Sip slowly, then lights out by 10. Mr. Gopal, 74 Coimbatore, added this cup and cut spice-heavy chutneys at dinner. In 10 days, his wake-ups dropped to 1, often closer to dawn. How to stack these choices without overdoing. Keep the heavier seeds, pumpkin, sesame, in the late afternoon, early evening. Use flax as a tiny add-on, not a heap. Freshness matters more than quantity. Treat almonds like a bridge snack that calms sugar dips, soaked, peeled, and early. Reserve couscous as your pre-bed wind-down, not a dessert. Remember, timing is half the medicine. A tablespoon at 5:30 p.m. can heal. The same spoon at 9:30 p.m. can disturb. Start with one of these this week. Keep a small sleep log and notice fewer early night urges, longer stretches of rest, and a kinder morning. Quick heads up, these nuts aren't villains, just badly timed after dusk for a sensitive bladder and night shift kidneys. After 60, heavy fats, extra salt, and cooling seeds can bloat the belly, pull more urine, and over-alert the bladder. In Part 3, we'll name 5 evening culprits and offer simple swaps. So you keep your sleep, not the 2-3 a.m. wake-up. First, a kind reminder, this isn't a never-eat list. It's a timing list. After 60, late evening salt, heavy fats, and cooling foods can make the bladder jumpy and push the kidneys into a night shift. Move these to daylight, and your sleep often follows. 1. Cashews. Rich, slightly acidic, slow to leave the stomach. That pleasant, creamy bite is heavy at night. Fullness presses the bladder between 1 to 4 a.m. Keep cashews before 6 p.m. If you love them, take 2 to 3 pieces with a few raisins or half a banana at breakfast. Swap the evening bowl for roasted sesame, TIL, at 5:45 p.m. or soaked almonds at 6:30. Mrs. Nirmala, 68, Kochi, shifted her cashew habit to mornings and replaced the 8:30 p.m. nibble with warm, wholesome milk. Her nightly wake-ups dropped to 1, often closer to dawn. 2 pistachios, especially salted. Tiny salt bombs for the kidneys. Salt tells the kidneys, clear water now, which you feel at 2-3 a.m. Choose unsalted pistachios and keep them to 5-6 pieces in late morning or early afternoon. If evening cravings hit, a small bowl of makhana or 2 soaked almonds at 6 p.m. is kinder. Mr. Arvind, 73, Surat, stopped the 8:30 p.m. salted pistachios, moved a few unsalted to 11:30 a.m., and added sesame at 6 ma. Within 10 days, he was sleeping 10 p.m., 4 a.m. without the usual trip. 3. Melon seeds, cooling and watery for a sensitive bladder. Lovely at noon, risky at night. They can chill the urinary lining and nudge urges. Keep them to just 1 teaspoon and use in the first half of the day. Sprinkle over a lunch salad or curd bowl. Avoid after 5 p.m. In Hyderabad, Farida, 67, traded her 7:30 p.m. melon seed snack for till at 6 miles and a mild dinner. After a week, her first urge shifted from 2:15 to almost 5 a.m. 4 peanuts, oily, heavy, and often salty, spicy. Masala peanuts feel fun at 9 p.m., but sit in the stomach and press the bladder when you lie down. If you enjoy peanuts, keep 10-12 pieces at midday or 4 p.m., unsalted. Skip the evening masala. For gas or heaviness, sip warm jeera or ajwain water. Mr. Harish, 72, Patna, moved peanuts to 4:15 p.m., replaced his late snack with steamed veg in a small curd bowl, and in 10 days his schedule became 10 p.m., 4 a.m. before the first bathroom trip. 5. Trail mix. The healthy trap. Sugar plus salt tag team. Packaged mixes combine salted nuts with sweet dried fruits. Sugar pulls water, salt makes kidneys flush it. Together, they wake you. Avoid trail mix after 6 p.m. If you want a gentle sweet note, try plain dahi with a pinch of cinnamon at 6:30 or one date at lunch instead. In Goa, Teresa, 71, swapped her evening trail mix for curd plus, a spoon of ground flax at 6:15. Within a week, she slept longer, stretches, and woke lighter. Your evening plate, simplified. Keep salt low, spice gentle, and portions small after sunset. If you want a nut seed in the evening, choose from the green list, till, soaked almonds, poppy, and time it before 7 p.m. Finish dinner 2-3 hours before bed. Sip, don't gulp, after 7 p.m. Try a 7-day experiment. Shift just one item from this list to daytime, keep a tiny sleep log, and notice your first wake-up drifting later. Often the easiest win for deeper rest after 60. After 60, the clock is medicine. The same nut that helps at 11 a.m. can steal sleep at 9 p.m. In Part 4, we'll use 4 simple timing rules. Most nuts in late morning to early afternoon, the sleepy ones at 5-6 p.m., nothing after 7 p.m., and plant milks plain and before 6 p.m., so your bladder and kidneys can finally rest while you do. 1. Late morning to early afternoon, 10 up at 14 or for most nuts. Your digestion is strongest, you're upright and moving, and the bladder isn't under night pressure. Shift the bulk of your daily nuts here. Pumpkin, sesame, a few unsalted pistachios, or a tiny spoon of freshly ground flax. Mr. Bose, 70, Kolkata, moved his mixed nuts from 8:30 p.m. to 11:30 a.m. and noticed 2 wins: smoother digestion after lunch and his first bathroom urge drifting to near dawn within a week. Tip: keep portions modest, a tablespoon of seeds or 5-7 nuts. Chew thoroughly and pair with lunch or curd for easy absorption. 2. Sleepy choices at 5 or 6 p.m., not right before bed. Soaked almonds, 2-3, lightly roasted sesame, TIL, or a tiny serving of poppy seed, couscous, can calm nerves and steady evening blood sugar if you give them time to digest. Think of this as your sunset snack, not a 9 p.m. treat. Auntie Noor, 66, Srinagar, tried 2 soaked almonds, Hapikwan TSP roasted till at 5:45 p.m. and kept dinner gentle. Within 10 days, she slept longer stretches and woke with less urgency. If poppy suits you, keep it small and early, around 5:45, 6:15 p.m. The effect is soothing without pushing your kidneys into a late shift. 3. After 7 p.m., say no to nuts, especially salty, watery, or heavy ones. Even healthy bowls can backfire at night. Salt drags water into urine, heavy fats linger and press on the bladder when you lie down, and cooling seeds can irritate a sensitive lining. Mr. Iyer, 74, Chennai, loved a 9 p.m. handful of pistachios. Moving 5 to 6 unsalted pieces to 11 a.m. and avoiding all nuts after dusk pushed his wake-up from 2:10 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. Rule of thumb: finish your last nut or seed by 6 p.m. and keep the evening plate mild. Dal, steamed veggies, soft roti, curd if it suits you. 4. Plant milks early and plain. Almond or cashew milk feels light, but sugar, jaggery, cocoa, or late timing can still wake the kidneys. Keep plant milks before 6 p.m. and don't sweeten. A pinch of turmeric or cardamom is fine. Mrs. Patel, 69, Ahmedabad, moved her sweetened almond milk from 9:15 p.m. to 5:45 p.m., dropped the jaggery, and noticed calmer nights within a week. If you crave warmth close to bedtime, choose plain warm water or herbal jeera, ajwain water, not milk. How to put this into practice. 1 week reset. Pick one timing upgrade today. Shift your nuts to 11:30 a.m. or your sleepy seeds to 5:45 p.m. Set a firm nut curfew. 7 p.m. Earlier is better. Keep plant milks plain and pre-6 p.m. Note in a tiny log: when you ate, when you first woke. Watch the wake-up slide later. Remember, after 60, the clock becomes medicine. Dr. Aman Arora says it often takes nothing more than timing to turn a restless night into a steady 6-hour stretch. Keep the foods you enjoy. Just meet them at the right hour and let your bladder and kidneys rest while you do. Evening Drinks Guide. Sip smart, sleep deep. I'll keep this simple, friendly, and precise. After 60, what you drink in the late afternoon and evening can either steady your night or send you to the bathroom at 2 a.m. The goal is not to deny thirst, but to time and tailor your sips so your bladder and kidneys can rest when you do. The big idea: front load by day, taper by night. Hydrate generously from morning to late afternoon. That's when your kidneys love to work. From 6 p.m. onward, gradually reduce volume, and after 7 p.m., shift from mugs to tiny warm sips if needed. Think of evenings as maintenance, not catch-up. 3 soothing sips for the evening. 1. Warm jeera. Water, cumin, the calm cup. Why it helps: gentle on the stomach, reduces gassy bloat that can press the bladder. How to make: simmer 1-2 teaspoon cumin seeds in 1 cup water for 5 to 7 minutes. Strain. How to drink: let it cool to warm, then sip slowly, not more than 1-2 cup total in the evening. Best time: between 6 and 7 p.m. If you're very thirsty later, take 2 to 3 small sips only. 2. Warm ajwain. Water, karam, the steadying sip. Why it helps: can settle the gut and ease that fluttery urgency. How to make: boil 1/4 teaspoon ajwain in 1 cup water for 4-5 minutes. Strain. How to drink: warm, tablespoon sips. Limit to 1/2 cup total after 6 p.m. Tip: if you feel heat, acid easily, stick to jeera or plain warm water instead. 3. Plain warm water, your safest default. Why it helps: satisfies dry mouth without pushing kidneys. How to drink: 2-3 sips at a time, spaced out, stopping 60-90 minutes before bed. Temperature: comfortably warm. Think hand wash warm, not hot. Golden rule: sip, don't gulp. Your evening unit is a sip, not a glass. Drinks to move earlier, before 6 p.m. Tea, coffee, caffeine lingers. Shift your last cup to 5:30 p.m. If sensitive, make 3:30-4:30 p.m. your cutoff. Plant milks: almond, cashew, soy. Take before 6 p.m. and plain, no sugar, jaggery, cocoa. A pinch of cardamom or turmeric is fine earlier in the evening. Soups, not broths. Beautiful at early dinner, but avoid bowls late. Choose small portions and finish 2 to 3 hours before bed. Drinks to avoid at night after 7 p.m. Sugary beverages, including healthy jaggery drinks. Draw water into the urine. More bathroom trips. Salty or packaged drinks. Sodium keeps kidneys on duty. Citrus juices and acidic mocktails can irritate a sensitive bladder lining. Chocolate, just cocoa drinks contain stimulants and often sugar. Alcohol, a diuretic, even just a little, can fragment sleep. Timing, blueprint. What to do: hour by hour. 4:30-6 p.m. Hydration finishing school. Last cup of tea at 5:30 p.m. If you use plant milk, finish by 6 p.m. 6 or 7 p.m. If you need comfort, have 1-2 cup warm jeera or ajwain water, sipped slowly. 7 or 8:30 p.m. Tiny sips only if mouth is dry. No big glasses. Keep dinner gentle: dal, steamed veg, soft roti. 90 minutes before bed. Stop liquids. Mouth dry? Rinse and spit or take 1 small sip. Gentle science, easy English. At night, your body relies on a hormone, vasopressin, to slow urine production. After 60, the signal weakens, flooding your system late. Big mugs, sugary drinks, salty soups, overrides the night break and wakes your bladder. Warm, unsweetened sips respect that break. Timing multiplies the benefit. Special situations. Read this if it's you. Diabetics. Avoid evening sugars. Even jaggery is sugar. If you get thirsty at night, review daytime hydration and dinner salt. Discuss any major changes with your doctor. On diuretics, water tablets. Ask your clinician about earlier dosing so the strongest effect ends well before bedtime. Acid reflux, jot, GERD. Prefer warm plain water or mild jeera. Avoid mint, citrus, and chocolate late. Dry mouth, medications. Keep a humidifier. Use mouth rinse or ice chip-sized sips. Try nasal breathing drills before bed. Tiny recipes and rituals. No sugar, no rush. Jeera cardamom, wind down. 1-2 TSP jeera simmered in a cup of water. Off heat, crush. 1-2 cardamom pods. Steep 2 minutes. Strain, sip 1-2 cup by 7 p.m. Ajwain, tea. 1-4 TSP ajwain boiled for 4 minutes. Strain. If you feel heat, dilute to taste and limit to 1-4 cup total. Plain warm water, plus. Breath, 2 to 3 sips, then 5 slow breaths. Inhale, 4, exhale 6. This calms urgency without filling the bladder. 1 week, evening sip reset. Day 1 to 2, move tea, coffee to 3:30, 5:30 p.m. Finish any plant milk by 6 p.m. Day 3 to 4, add 1 calm cup, jeera or ajwain, between 6 to 7 p.m. Limit to 1 to 2 cup total. Day 5 to 7, enforce a liquid curfew. Last sip 90 minutes before bed. If mouth is dry, rinse instead of drinking. Track. Each night, note your last drink time and the first bathroom time. Most elders see the wake-up shift later by day 5. Quick Q&A. What if I'm very thirsty at 10 p.m.? Check dinner, salt and spice. They may be driving thirst. Take 1 or 2 warm sips, then rinse. Fix the cause tomorrow. Can I have milk at bedtime? For many, no. It's fluid plus sugar, if sweetened. If you do well with milk, keep it plain and earlier, before 6 p.m. Is herbal tea okay? Choose non-diuretic, caffeine-free, and non-citrus. Still limit to 1/4-1/2 cup by 7 p.m. Sips, not mugs. 2 small stories. Big wins. Mr. Menon, 72 Kochi, loved sweet almond milk at 9:30 p.m. We swapped it for plain at 5:45 p.m. and added Jira sips at 6:30. In a week, his first wake-up moved from 2:10 to 4:40 a.m. Mrs. Lalita, 69 Pune, felt desert thirst at night. The fix wasn't more water, it was less salt at dinner, daytime hydration, and 1 tiny sip rule after 8:01 p.m. By day 5, she slept 6 straight hours. Your bedside checklist, last tea coffee. By 5:30 p.m., plant milk. Before 6:00 p.m., plain. Calm cup, Jira or Ajwain, 1-2 cup max, by 7 p.m. Liquid curfew, stop 60-90 minutes before bed. If urge appears, wait 60-90 seconds, breathe slowly, then decide. Mouth dry, rinse and spit, or 1 small sip. Bottom line. After 60, timing turns drinks into medicine. Keep fluids generous by day, make evenings warm and minimal, and train the bladder. Not with fear, but with kind, consistent cues. Try the 1-week reset and tell me in the comments your city and your day 1 versus day 7 first wake time. If these sips bring you a quieter night, subscribe and tap the bell. I'll keep showing up with small, well-timed habits that help your nights belong to you again. My friend, if there's one idea to carry into tonight, let it be this. After 60, the clock is medicine. Not stricter diets, not stronger pills, just kinder timing. We've seen why 2-3 a.m. wake-ups happen, weaker night break hormone, a more sensitive bladder, fluid returning from the legs, and how small evening choices can keep kidneys on duty. We've mapped the calming 5, pumpkin, flax, sesame, soaked almonds, poppy, and the after dusk 5 to skip. Cashews, salted pistachios, melon seeds, peanuts, sugary trail mix. And we set 4 steady rules. Most nuts late morning to early afternoon. Sleepy ones around 5-6 p.m. Nothing after 7 p.m. Plant milks early and plain. Now let's turn this into a simple 7-day reset. Shift, don't subtract. Move your daily nuts to 10:30s or 13:30. If you want an evening support, pick 1. 2-3 soaked almonds or 1-2 TSP roasted till at 5:45 or 6:15 p.m. Create a nut curfew. Draw a line at 7 p.m. Everything nut seed ends before it. Your bladder and kidneys will thank you. Lighten the plate. Keep dinner gentle. Dal, soft roti, steamed veg. Curd if it suits you. Go easy on pickles, citrus, spicy chutneys, and late masala chai. Enjoy tea at 5:30 p.m. instead. Unswollen legs. Calmer nights. Walk in the morning, do ankle pumps when seated, and add 5 to 10 minutes of light movement by 5 p.m. Reduce the fluid flood that reaches your kidneys after you lie down. Sip, don't gulp. After 7 p.m., small, warm sips only. If you like a pre-bed ritual, try warm ajwain or jeera water, not sweetened milk. Log the truth. Each night, jot 2 numbers, when you last ate nuts and when you first woke to urinate. Most elders see the time drift later by day 4 or 5. Remember, this is not about perfection. It's about noticing what your body quietly asks for and being kind enough to listen. If you live with diabetes, kidney disease, prostate issues, diuretics, or nighttime pain, please check with your doctor before changing routines. Red flags like burning urine, blood, swelling, fever, or sudden worsening deserve medical care first. I've practiced for 30 years across India and the US, and the most hopeful lesson is this. Small, well-timed habits add up. When Mrs. Teresa moved trail mix to lunchtime and added flax at 6:15 p.m., she slept longer within a week. When Mr. Iyer ended nuts by sunset, his 2:10 a.m. urge became 4:30 a.m. These are ordinary people making ordinary shifts, yet the results feel extraordinary. Tell me in the comments where you're watching from and what time you usually wake. Try the 7-day reset and report back your day 7 number. And if today helped, please subscribe and tap the bell, so your future evenings fill with small, steady wins, and your nights become yours again.